Okay, guys, this right here is not how you back cut with a Bowie. It's not even how you hold a Bowie. I don't care what other instructors say, all right? But when you post a picture with all your students holding it like this, right? And you guys practicing your little back cuts, you guys look silly. And any actual fencer who studied Bowie knife is going to laugh at you, okay? Guys, the Bowie knife techniques, okay, except for the stuff in the sandbar grip, okay, which is meant to be used at close quarters. The rest of the techniques all come from fencing, all right? There was Bowie knife schools all throughout America taught at every single fencing school, especially in the South, all right? And we know where Jim Bowie lived in the South at the time, especially Louisiana, Texas, okay, was heavily influenced by French and Spanish speaking people. Jim Bowie was fluent in Spanish and French, okay? The Bowie knife is essentially a mix of the Spanish Navaja and the French poignard, okay, which are the dueling knives of those areas. The two books that primarily deal with Bowie knife fighting, all right, or knife fencing is Emile Andre, right? And even though he's French, he also covers the Spanish techniques, okay, which is great because you get 2 for 1. And then the American perspective would be under AJ Bidell. Now, they both basically say the same thing. They say, learn epee, learn saber, learn boxing, and learn some grappling, and you'll be a badass knife fighter, okay? Now, back to this monstrosity and why it's such a bad idea, okay? Guys, fencers are trained to hit the hands, okay? And if an epee fencer, and I'll show you guys some video of an epee fencer. If they could hit your hands, look at this huge guard. If they could hit your hands from you just going like this and just showing a little bit of skin, and they could hit you from way back here, right, and go beak. What makes you think they won't be able to hit your hands at close range, especially here, here, and when at the end of the action, here? Now, the actual back cut, okay, is always done from underneath, okay? Very similar to your disengage. And I'll prove it to you. Now, again, Bowie knife is a mix of French and Spanish fencing techniques. The French did not use back edge cuts. The Spanish did. This is translated into English, okay? Even though, yes, obviously I speak Spanish, okay? But I'll prove to you where here it is. Oh, no, wait. There it is. The back edge cut, contrafilo, which we define, that in which the combatant passes his weapon under the hilts. This is the hilts. Under the opponent's hilt from one line to another, raising it up vertically. Edge down, raising it up vertically. and letting it fall in the same direction. Okay, again, very similar to circular disengage. Now, where do I think the only thing that I could possibly think of that weird motion that these guys are teaching is in saber, okay, because look at the curve of this blade. There is a technique in which we feint the chop, right? But this is actually a fake hit, right? And when the opponent goes to block, okay, as they go for that, right, we switch last minute, and now it turns into a thrust, right? So very similar, right? And you can do that with the Bowie knife, right? But it's not a this where your hand is super exposed, right? It's just a thrust like that, okay? Very simple, not some weird movement that is just gonna get your hand completely just freaking impaled. All right, mi gente. Till then, cuídate.